Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about view. So first of all, we will discuss what is view, and then we will see what are the advantages of using this view concept. Okay. So for that, firstly, I will show you the query which I use to create one table because view is dependent on one table, which is known as base table. And after that, we will discuss like what is the need of using this view. So let me hit the query STRSQL and I will show you the table which I am using right now. So my table is this. So this is the query that I have already executed for creating the table. So in this table, I have created 4 columns: customer ID integer primary key, name varchar 50, email varchar 100, phone number varchar 10. So this is the query that I have already executed, and I have stored some data in it. So let me show you the data. Select star from Sharmit 1 slash customers. So if I hit enter here, you can see there are a couple of records we have stored already here in this table. And if I do shift F8, you can see it is also showing this phone number. So suppose now we will discuss what is view and why we need that. So suppose we are using this kind of table, and now the requirement is that we just want to check what is the customer ID and email of that customer. We don't want to see this name or phone number fields. Okay, so what to do in this situation? In this situation, we will create a view. What is view? A view is a virtual table. You can say it is a virtual table that keeps the replica of your original or base table. It actually don't store it does not store any kind of data in it, but it provides a view, only view. That's why it is named as view, because it is just providing you a view that you can see on the basis of base table. Okay, so it is a virtual table that provides you a view. It does not store data itself. Okay, fine. Now what is the need is that whenever you want to show any specific data without showing unnecessary columns to the user, you can provide only needful data to that user by creating view. So in same table, you can see that if I want to show only this customer ID and customer email to my user instead of customer name and phone number, so in this situation I will create a view. Let's see how to create the view. So for that, I have already created one program, so I will open it. So here, first of all, we are declaring the constant, which is SQL state underscore valid, and here we have stored 5 times zeros. Then if I do page down here, then we are setting the commitment control as none. So these are the two basic steps that we are performing in each and every session of SQLRPGLE. So first portion is used to check whether the query is executed successfully or not, and second one is for setting the commitment control as star none. Now below to this is the actual main query through which we are creating view. So to create the view, you can write exec SQL, which is execute SQL, create view, cust view as. So create view is the keyword. We are creating the view, and cust view is my view name. As select customer ID, comma email from Sharmit1 slash customers. So what we are doing, we are just fetching this customer ID and email, not other than this. Any column we are not including anything other than this. Okay, so this is the table. Now there could be one question in your mind, like we can execute the same query to fetch these data, then why we are creating view? Because let's say if you are trying to use this query again and again in order to get only customer ID and email, then it is time taking, because every time you need to write this query with filtered column and then you have to hit the enter. And for now we are just dealing with 2 columns, right? It could be possible that we are dealing with multiple column. There are more than 10 columns, right? So in that case, it is very time taking to keep every time all the column in a query and then re-executing the table, because it create a complex thing, right? You have to select each and every column which you want, and then you have to hit the same query and again. So this is time taking. So instead of that, what we will do, we will create a view as we are doing right now. So create view, cust view. So next time whenever I want to access the same columns, I will go and simply hit the query on cust view, because now this cust view will work as a actual table. Although it will not store any data, it is just providing us a view, but still it is very useful for us, because now we don't need to select all the columns again. At one time we will mention all the things in one query and create view on the basis of that, and then it is up to you, like it is up to us how we want to read the data, because every time you can simply go and hit the query select star from this cust view and it will show you the actual data from the base table. Okay, so this is the advantage of using view. Now you can see after this query is executed, we are checking if SQL state equals to SQL state underscore valid. If it is, then we will print the message view created, else we will print the error display SQL state and query ended with an error. And then we are doing inlar equals to star on. So let's simply go and compile this program to see the output. Compiled and called, so you can see here we are getting the message as view created. All right, so let's verify this. So to verify this, you can hit one command work obj and put here cust view, and if I hit enter here, you can see it is showing that it is created and the attribute of this view is lf. So I hope now you remember the concept of logical file. So yes, it is exactly same as logical file, because logical file is also providing us a view, and it doesn't that logical file does not contain any kind of actual data. So it's same thing here also. In view also, like we are just showing the data, we are not holding any data inside view. Okay, so both are same thing, because when we created the view, it creates the object with the type lf. Okay, now we will go the SQL screen, and here I will show you firstly the data from the main table. So let me rerun this query again. So this is the main data. Now we will fetch the data but from view, cust view. Okay, cust view, not views. Yeah, so here you can see it is showing only the needful data, which is customer ID and customer email. Instead of that, there is nothing. So this is the advantage of using view. Through this, you can show only the needful data to user, and next time whenever you want to fetch the same data again, there is no need to rerun the query. You can simply go and reuse this cust view. Okay. All right, now I will tell you one example where we can utilize this kind of thing. Let's say we have one table from the university, okay, where we have stored the student name. I will show you just the column here: student name, marks, feedback, and faculty name. Okay, so suppose this kind of columns we have in one university table, where what we are storing student name, student marks, feedback by faculty. So this is the feedback of student by faculty, and this is the faculty name who is providing that feedback to that particular student. Okay, now suppose we want to reuse the same table again and again, so and we want to give access to user to only show to student only see the student name and marks, not the feedback. Even in some case we will allow for feedback, but not the faculty name in any case, because we want to keep this feedback anonymous and we don't want to share it. So how to do this? So to do this, what we will do, faculty member will access the actual base table. They will simply go and hit the query on student table, right? And they will allowed to show the all the data. But for student, what we will do, we will create a view with the student name, marks, and feedback, not with the faculty name. And we will create a view as stu views, and we will share that table name with student. So what they will do, they will hit the query select the star from stu view. So they will consider it as a table because for them it is only a table where they are able to see the student name, marks and feedback. But actually we are providing them only a view, not the actual table. So this is the advantage of using views. Okay, so again I'm saying that right now we are dealing with only limited columns, but when you are working with a project there are multiple columns in a table, right? So on those columns you can specifically find out the needful data, not the all the data, right? And one more example I will show you. Let's say if I want to fetch the data but for a specific thing, not for the all the data. Let me rerun that query. Okay, let me check. Actually, I have created one query here to create the view. Yeah, here it is. So what I will do, I will rerun this query. Let me press F9. Yeah. So here what we are doing, we are creating the view cust view 1 as customer ID email from customers table where customer ID is 1. I'd only want to see the data where the customer ID is 1 and only these two specific column, customer ID and email. So if I hit enter here, it is created, and next time I want to see the same requirement, I will simply go select star from Sharmit 1 slash customers, and if okay, not the customer, we will look into the view. So my view name is cust view 1, and you can see now it is showing only the data for customer 1 in table from the table customers. Again I'm saying that there we are dealing with only one record, but it could be possible there are thousands of records, and then in that case we are just fetching the data only for customer 1. So this is the advantage of view. Okay, so let me wind up this session by again summarize all the things to you. First of all, view is a virtual table that we have created on base table. What is base table? On which we are creating the view. The actual table which holds the data as the base table. On that particular base table we are creating a view which will provide us a virtual view only. It does not hold any kind of data itself. Okay. Another thing, with view we are able to show only the needful data to the user. Okay, we are hiding other unnecessary data for a specific user. Okay, syntax is quite simple. You just need to go and write this query, create view name as, and then you can pass your query with any condition which you want to fulfill while storing the data into this, not storing, while providing a view to this table. Okay, and the type of attribute, the attribute type we are getting is LF because it is also a kind of LF in SQL. Okay, and this is very useful thing because it enables the security also. Let's say if you are working with a main table and you don't want to provide that access to the all the users, so in that case you can create a view. View is a kind of subset, like through view we are providing a subset of the data, right, from the base table. So it will not affect the entire table. It will show only the limited access or limited column to that user. So this is the advantage of view. And one more thing I want to tell you, like here you can see that we are creating the view but only with a single table. You can see there is only one base table, but we can use multiple base table also, and that type of view we called it as complex view. And this type of view we call this type of new view as simple view. Okay, so the view which is created by using only single base table is known as simple view, and where the view where we are using multiple base table is called complex view. So in the next session we will discuss about complex view, like how we can create complex view, and okay, and also again we will discuss about the difference between simple view and complex view. For now, for this session we just discuss what is view, what are the advantages of view, how we can create a simple view, because in this session the example we are taking contain only one base table. That's why we just discussed all about simple view. Okay, so yeah, I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.